Hi there, this is Iftihar with my YouTube channel Ifimatics. You will have a lot of things about mathematics, about different kind of information about SIS and SEDHR, and a lot of things that is related to school education department. So far, mathematics is concerned, you will have a lot of things, a lot of concepts, a lot more about detailed knowledge. Whatever concept you want, you can also contact me. You can reach me out with my contact number 0300 or the number 03 466211498, and the country code is +92 or 0092, that is for Pakistan. And so far, we are going to learn today. We are going to learn about different kind of concepts. We may start with the concept of mathematics. This is a very simple tool about mathematics. You can learn a lot of things with this tool. So far, multiplicative inverses are there. You can learn about what is the multiplicative inverse of 6 over 7. So flip it out upside down. Multiplicative inverse of 6 over 7. Multiplicative inverse of 6 over 7 is the number with which you times to get 1. So it would be 7 over 6. And the key is just flip it out upside down. So it would be 7 over 6. So you would write there 7 over 6, and your answer would be right. Okay, that's the point. So this is a tool. IXL is a tool which is used to do the mathematics in a simple way according to your year level. It is also suitable for every kind of level. Like if you are gonna appear in the sets for KS1, for KS2, or even KS3, and even if you are gonna be appear for GCSE level, it will also help you out over there. Anyhow, and the more information about English and mathematics would be available over there. Okay, and the multiplicative inverse of 7 over 4, what should it be? Obviously, flip it out upside down, 7 over 4, and convert it into the number so that the product would be 1. So it would be 4 over 7. Here I use the word product. I tell you about this word. 4 over 7 would be your answer. What about the word product? Product is the just like I give you an example. If you are having a number 3 and you are doing times it by 4, so your answer will be 12. This 3 is named as multiply. I can we can use a lot of different softwares and different kind of writing key writing pads, or uh, whiteboards, and different kind of notes. So also using this document with which we can write, edit, we can do erase, and we can do a lot of things over there. Okay, so I was saying, if you are doing with 3 times by 4, it would be 12. So 3 is in fact multiplier. You call it a multiplier. Okay, and 4 is the number with which you multiply 3, is multiplicand. And what is this called? The answer after getting the multiplication, this is called the product. Okay, product is the answer after getting multiplication. Okay, so remember this. The product is the answer after getting multiplied of two numbers. Multiplication of two numbers will result the answer, and the answer is called a product of that. All right. And in the same way, if you have some other thing like you have 10, and you have 3, and you need to take away, so 10 is called what? That is called, sometimes, for example, they are saying subtract, do the subtraction. So to subtract this, 10 is called minuend, minuend, and 3 is called subtrahend, subtrahend, and the answer after subtraction, that is called difference. So 7, this 7 would be called difference after getting subtraction. The answer after getting subtraction is called the difference. So these are the terminologies that I'm going to introduce you, so that you might be familiar with it. All right. So the thing that I'm telling you, it was about multiplicative inverse. So 2 over 7 multiplication, a multiplicative inverse of 2 over 7 would be a number with which you multiply and you get the identity. One is called the identity in multiplication. Okay. There is another identity which is in addition, that is called 0. One is a multiplicative identity, because whenever you multiply any number with 1, you will get the same number. Like 8 over 3 times by 1 would be 8 over 3, 10 times 1 would be 10, 100 times 1 would be 100. And doing in the same way, you will have a lot of examples to do this multiplicative identity. Okay. Sorry for that. Now keep in mind, if two numbers are timed and you get multiplicative identity, then the two numbers are called multiplicative inverse of each other. For example, that is the first number, and times by you have another number. You have another number, you don't have you don't know whatever you're having, but you have one, which is identity, multiplicative identity. If you have multiplicative identity after multiplying two numbers, so these two numbers are called multiplicative inverse of each other. Okay. So doing that way, doing that way, if first number is as given 8 over 3, 8 over 3, and second number should be then 3 over 8, so that they can be cancelled and the answer should be 1, which is identity, multiplicative identity. Okay, so it should be 3 over 8. All right. So this was our concept about multiplicative inverse. Now I would go to divisibility rule. There are a lot of divisibility rules. The divisibility rule about 2 is, there is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, and 100,000, and so on. 100,000. I write this way because the space is not enough. 100,000 and then million. And remember that there is a period. There is a period and there is a period. Period means there is a comma. I in fact wrote a bit longer comma. So uh, remember that if ones place, this is the ones place. If ones place have 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then the number can be divisible by 2. I repeat again, if the number has 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, if the number is having 0, at the ones place, or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, then the number can be divided by 2. Likewise, if there is a 24, can you see this is ones place and this is tens? The digit 4 is on the ones place. If the number has 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, any digit from these digits on the ones place, then it can be divided by 2. So this number can be divided by 2. 24 can be divided by 2. Okay, now I tell you about the some other thing. Divisibility rule of 3. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 10,000, 100,000, and so on. So for example, if you have 3, 4, 7, 5, 1. For example, if you have a number like this, 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1 would be done, you can add the digits 3 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1, and then have a look. If the answer can be divisible by 3, then this whole number would be divisible by 3. It would be 7 plus 5 is 12, and 1 13, and 3 16, and 4 20. So your answer is 20. No, 20 can't be divided by 3. So this whole number can't be divided by 3. But if there would be 2 in place of 1, now the sum would be 21 instead of 20. So yes, this time this 21 can be divisible by 3. So you can say this whole number can be divided by 3. 3 4 7 5 2, and divided by 3 completely means there would be nothing left over and there would be nothing in the decimal. Like if you can check 3 4 7 5 2, you can have a check. You can also have a check from the calculator. 3 4 7 5 2, 3 4 7 5 2 divided by 3, you would see there is nothing in the decimal. But if there was okay, if there was 1, then you can see that is not completely divisible. Okay, that is about divisibility rule of 3. I tell you again, if the sum of the digits, if the sum of the complete if the sum of the digits of the complete number is divisible by 3, then the complete number is divisible by 3. That is the rule for divisibility of 3. Okay, so far I have told you about the divisibility rule of 2 and divisibility rule of 3. Now I'm gonna tell you about divisibility rule for 6. So remember that if the number is divisible by 2 and 3, if the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then it can be divisible by 6. Then it would be divisible by 6. You can see at the ones place there is 2, so it is divisible by 2. Okay, that is good for 2. It is divisible by 2 for 2. For 2 it is good. For 3 as you have already done, the sum of digits is 21, and 21 can be divisible by 3. So it is for both divisible by 2 and divisible by 3. So you can say it can be divisible by 6 without checking, without dividing. So you can also check 3 4 7 5 2. So 3 4 7 5 2, you can divide it by 6, and definitely you will not have any decimal. Just like I tell you, if you have 15, 15 has 5 at the ones place, and 5 doesn't divide divided by 5 is not divided by 2. So 15 is not divisible by 6, because for divisibility of 6, I'm telling you again, for divisibility test of 6, the number has to be divisible by 2 as well as for 3, both. Okay, so 15 is not divisible by 2, so we can say it is not divisible by 6. Either it is divisible by although it is divisible by 3, but not 6. Okay, so far 12 is concerned. uh, 12 is divisible by 2, because 2 is on the ones place, and it is also divisible by 3, because 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 can divide 3. So we can say it can be divisible by 6. We can choose any other number like 42. Okay, 42 is a number which is having 2 at the ones place, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So sum is 6, and 6 can be divided by 3. So it is good for 2 and 3 both. I mean, it is divisible by 2. 2 can also divide it, 3 can also divide it, so we can say 6 can also divide it. It is not for all other numbers, but for 2 and 3 and 6. For if number can be divided by 2, if number can be divided by 3 both, then it can be divided by 6. If I take 51, 51 is a number which is divisible by 3 but not 2. Okay, it is divisible by 3 but not 2. So it is not divisible by 6. If I take 44 or 46, 46 is a number that is having 6 on the ones place. So 46 is divisible by 2. We can divide it by 2, but we can't divide it by 3. You know why? Because 4 plus 6 is 10, and 10 can't be divisible by 3. I think you understood about divisibility test of 2, 3, and 6. Now I tell you some other thing about divisibility that is very simple about divisibility of 5 and 10. If the digit is, if the ones digit, if the digit at the ones place is 0, if the digit as the ones place at the ones place, if that is 0 or 5, if that is 0 or 5, 0 or 5, then the number can be divided by 5. Okay, then the number can be divided by 5. All right, if I tell you again, if the number has 0 or 5 at the ones place, then the number can be divided by 5. Okay, now I tell you again about 10. If the number has 0 at the ones place, then the number can be divisible by 10. Okay, if the number has, if the complete number has, whatever the number is, whatever the other digits are, if the number has 0 at the ones place, then it can be easily be divisible by 10. That is the rule for divisibility of 10. Okay, I think it is good for today's lesson. Keep in touch with me. If you have any trouble, any problem about mathematics at any level, you can contact me. Feel free to contact me with my number. I tell you again about my number. My contact numbers are. If you are within Pakistan, you can contact me on my number 0300. I write the number on my screen. So my numbers are zero for Pakistani people. You can contact me on 0300 644 1761, or 0346 All right, and if you are outside Pakistan, you can add, you can do +92 or +92 and 300, and same way plus 9 2 and 346 6211 498. That is my number to contact me, and Iftihar Ahmed is my name. Stay blessed, and we'll definitely have a good lesson tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you.